Get ready for explosive action. UFC Seattle is here with massive matchups, shocking predictions, and all the fight night drama you can handle. We're diving deep into the biggest fights, breaking down who's got the edge, and revealing our top picks. First up, Israel Adesanya faces Joe Pyfer in a main event that has everyone talking. Can the former champ reclaim his dominance, or will Pyfer pull off the upset? We've got the inside scoop on this highly anticipated showdown. Then, it's a rematch for the ages as Alexa Grasso takes on Maycee Barber. Their first fight was a war, and this one promises to be even more intense. Plus, we break down Michael Chiesa's potential retirement bout against Nico Price and Terrence McKinney's explosive clash with Kyle Nelson. And the buzz is building for Conor McGregor's return to the octagon. We've got the latest update on when the Notorious might step back into the cage. You won't believe who a UFC legend is praising in the WWE. Don't miss a second. Hit that subscribe and ring the bell.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer, who takes the crown in UFC Seattle. UFC Seattle is set to ignite the octagon, and all eyes are on the main event featuring former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya against the surging Joe Pyfer. This clash isn't just about a win. It's about redemption for Adesanya, who enters this fight looking to break a three-fight losing streak and recapture the form that made him a dominant force. For Pyfer, this is a golden opportunity to make a massive statement against a legend and climb the divisional ranks. Adesanya, now 37, hasn't seen victory since April 2023 and has shown a decline in his typically electrifying performances. His athleticism, once his greatest weapon, appears diminished, raising questions about his ability to compete at the highest level. The layoff might be a positive, but the lingering concerns from his recent losses to Nassourdine Imavov and Sean Strickland loom large. Pyfer, on the other hand, has been steadily building his resume within the UFC, boasting a 6-1 record with notable wins. While he suffered a setback against Jack Hermansson, his overall performance and potential are undeniable. This fight presents a stark contrast in styles: Adesanya's intricate striking versus Pyfer's raw power and burgeoning grappling. Can Adesanya's length and unorthodox approach nullify Pyfer's aggression, or will Pyfer's strength and determination prove too much for the former champion? The betting odds are tight, reflecting the uncertainty, but the narrative of a legend fighting for his legacy against a hungry contender is undeniable. Fans are buzzing about the potential for an upset, with many analysts weighing in on whether Adesanya can still deliver or if Pyfer is destined for a breakout performance. The outcome could reshape the middleweight division. Will Adesanya silence the doubters, or is this the dawn of a new era? Stay tuned as we break down the biggest fights and biggest stories in MMA. Conor McGregor's return. The Notorious is back on the horizon. Get ready, fight fans, because Conor McGregor has just dropped a bombshell indicating that his long-awaited return to the UFC is closer than ever. After nearly 5 years away from the octagon, McGregor took to Instagram to address the swirling rumors and sent a clear message. The rumors are true. Mr. Confidence returns to save fighting again. This electrifying announcement comes amid speculation following his absence from UFC Freedom 250. While fans were concerned about his future, it seems the UFC had bigger plans for its biggest star. McGregor's cryptic post, filled with his signature bravado, also hinted at potential broadcast deals, mentioning Paramount Plus, suggesting that negotiations are well underway for his comeback fight. The last time we saw McGregor in action was a TKO loss to Dustin Poirier in July 2021, followed by the highly anticipated but ultimately canceled bout against Michael Chandler at UFC 303 due to injury. The anticipation for his return has been building for years, and these latest words from McGregor himself have ignited the MMA world. Social media is already exploding with fan theories about his opponent, the date, and the sheer magnitude of his comeback. The phrase "F you, pay me" echoes McGregor's business-savvy approach, and fans are eager to see if he can recapture the magic that made him a global phenomenon. Will the Notorious reclaim his throne and deliver another iconic performance? Next, we're previewing all the undercard action for UFC Seattle, and there's a theme of redemption running through it. UFC Seattle undercard, a night of redemption fights. Get ready for a stacked UFC Seattle undercard where the theme of redemption is front and center. With 13 fights on the bill, several fighters are looking to bounce back from setbacks and prove they still belong among the elite. This card is packed with intriguing matchups, from rising prospects to seasoned veterans seeking to right the ship. We're diving deep into the prelims, spotlighting key fights like the lightweight clash between Ignacio Bahamons and Tafik Musiev. Bahamons, a massive lightweight, steps in on short notice, while Musiev, a former risen champion, looks to make a statement in his UFC return after a tough debut. Then, there's the featherweight bout featuring Chase Hooper against Lance Gibson Jr. Hooper has been on a roll, showcasing improved grappling and striking, aiming to continue his ascent. Gibson, a highly touted prospect, is looking to rebound from his UFC debut loss and prove his potential against a tough opponent. The heavyweight division also sees action with Marcin Tybura facing the debuting Tyrell Fortune, a matchup that pits veteran savvy against raw power. We'll also break down other compelling fights, including Alexa Grasso's rematch with Maycee Barber, Michael Chiesa's potential farewell bout against Nico Price, and Terrence McKinney's always explosive performance against Kyle Nelson. Fans are particularly excited about the potential for upsets and breakout performances, with many fighters on the undercard feeling the pressure to deliver. The outcomes of these fights could significantly impact the landscape of their respective divisions. Can these fighters seize their second chance and rewrite their narratives? And in some surprising crossover news, a UFC legend is making waves in the world of professional wrestling. UFC legend Israel Adesanya praises WWE star Oba Femi. In a surprising turn of events, UFC Hall of Famer and former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya has weighed in on the world of WWE, and he's got high praise for one of its rising stars. Oba Femi. Adesanya, known for his own electrifying performances, sees a bright future for Femi in the wrestling world. Speaking in a recent interview, Adesanya didn't just list his favorite wrestling entrance themes, which included icons like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Rey Mysterio. He specifically highlighted Oba Femi, stating, "I really like the way he just moves. I like the way he's carrying WWE right now. He's the guy." This endorsement from a fighter of Adesanya's caliber speaks volumes about Femi's impact and potential within WWE. Femi has been steadily gaining momentum, showcasing impressive athleticism and charisma, and Adesanya's comments further solidify his status as a prominent figure in the current wrestling landscape. The crossover appeal between MMA and pro wrestling continues to grow, and Adesanya's keen eye for talent extends beyond the octagon. His recognition of Femi's swagger and presence suggests that Femi is indeed on the fast track to stardom. Can Oba Femi live up to the hype from a UFC legend? And that's a wrap on our top stories. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next update. And that's a wrap on today's news. We covered the massive UFC Seattle card, including Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer and Alexa Grasso versus Maycee Barber. We got the latest on Conor McGregor's impending return to the octagon and heard from Israel Adesanya about WWE star Oba Femi. Don't miss out on any of the action. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and tell us your biggest fight predictions in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.